Hey folks, it's mandolin time, and we're playing an A modal tune from Kentucky, Emily Dickerson, and it's a great tune called Cross Key. And the fiddler, they don't cross tune for that, but it's funny, it's called Cross Key, but it's got a great sound to it, and has a lot of G notes in there, being an A modal tune, as they tend to do. That kind of a flatted seventh note there. What I'll do, the chords, let's get the chords first for a second, because it goes from, got a nice D chord in the first part, an A chord, to a open chord, so a D chord, to a G. So that's a nice change. It stays in G a couple measures, back to A, to a D, and then you have a measure G back to A. That's the first part. So we'll get the chords in our mind, and I'll play the first part. To D, G, stay there, you go. Experiment a little bit. To a D again, and G back to A. Second part's just going to be A for a couple measures to G for a couple measures. G chord, two measures, and A again for two measures, and the same kind of G to A at the end. So the chords are pretty easy, but nice. G chord for two measures, I'll play the melody of both parts for you, kind of easy going tempo, and then we'll work on breaking them down and learning them. I think you'll really find this a fun one to play. So here I go, just playing the melody. Listen for a second there, or you can try those chords behind me if you like. 1, 2, here I go. Repeat that part. There's a nice little second ending. I might have missed that there. I guess it does a little different maybe. See, so on the fiddle, she varies it a lot, so you got to kind of listen to that. And you might want to do it one way mostly and just do a variation that, everybody does different. Sometimes they just do the same ending every time, which works great too. But I love what she did there. The first time around on the ending of the second part, she went. So, and then the last time around, when she repeated, she went. So they're all kind. You can vary that all kinds of ways there. So I don't know what I did when I did it a minute ago, but notice those differences and pick the ones you like there, and maybe do them all. Good. So let's just go ahead and learn this here. It's a great tune, and it comes in a little early on the fourth beat there, like our fiddlers do often. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you wait. So let's just learn that little phrase there, coming in early. So 1, 2, 3, go, and you wait. Open to open. Repeat that early. 2, 3. So it's coming in on that fourth beat. 1, 2, 3, sliding from the first to the second fret on the third string, and holding that over for the first beat. 1, 2, 3, slide. The next phrase where the D chord arrives, we're going to have that open A string is in there. You go to the fifth fret on the fifth fret, second string, and you're going to do a little flutter on the open to open. Open, and on the mandolin you might want to pick up on that last. A lot of times on triplets on the mandolin, I'll pick down, do the hammer, and pick up on that last triplet. So that second phrase, I think it's easier to get that little just an open up pick for the triplet there. So those two phrases together, 1, 2, 3, early, wait. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, wait. Triplet. And I'll say down, up on that triplet. One last time. 1, 2, 3, slide, wait. Triplet, or down. And then it goes to the G chord, and it's going to be outlining that. So it's kind of a minory, jazzy G. So 2 and open on the second string, and 5, 5, 2 on the third string, open 2. And it keeps bouncing. So let's go ahead and go to that for, and you could hammer that, or I guess just pick it. Let's just do that a little slower, that second line on the notation or tab. 1, 2, the G phrase, 5, 5, 2, open 2, open 5. It's going to keep going. 5, and on the second string a little triplet there. Let me do those second line for you, where the G phrase arrives a few times. Just listen to it. I'll try it again, see if I got the timing right myself. So it comes in 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and yeah. See, I missed that little syncopation myself. So you got to look at your stuff closely there. So I'll try it and get it to say. That's it. Get it. If you do it long enough, you'll figure it out there. So I'm gonna do those first 4 measures for you there: the A phrase to the D phrase and the G phrase. So 1, 2, 3, early. So it sounds more musical when you start playing it a little quicker, doesn't it? And then it's going to go back to a similar A phrase. Yeah. Actually, it's just that 1 and 2 and. So really, so very similar. That's the third line. So 1 and 2, and then you're going to have the and again. 1 and 2 and. So I guess I'd really be picking it down, up, up, to keep a strict plectrum mythology there, because upbeats, you try to pick up on the upbeats mostly. Our ending phrase is very cool. It's going to be a bluesy note. 1, 2, and if you got, it depends on how fast you're playing something. You can do down. Of course, Bill Monroe did a lot of down picking on all kinds of syncopated phrases. So if it's depending on the tempo, you might do more. Not always be strict on the up pick on the upbeat. So let me just do that whole first part for you one time all the way through. And the second ending is going to have a little quick, again, like we started the tune, it's going to come in with an open string that leads you into the second part. So, but I'll do it through one time with the first ending here. So 1, 2, 3. Repeat. That first string, we'll go ahead and slide in that first string early. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and you wait for the first beat. It's going to ring through that, and it's going to be 5, 5, open 5, open little flutter 5, 7, 5, 3. Let me just hear that. Let you hear that. 1, 2, 3, early. I'll do it a few times, a little slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 5, open 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your A phrase. The G phrase is really cool. It's going to go a little open 3 and a triplet. On the fiddle and stuff is more hammer on the banjo, but we're picking on the mandolin because it's a little easier to get the sounds. Open 3, and then a 3, 5, 3. I'm doing that little triplet again, but I'm going to pick down on the 3, hammer to 5, and up pick on the 3. Do that slow a few times. Open 3, flutter, hammer, up pick. So let me just do those 4 measures for you. And the last thing, we're going to slide to a ending phrase we did in the first part. Well, yeah, the first time, and then she had the variation. So a lot of ways to end through the ending part, so keep that in mind. So the whole first 4 lines of the second part with the early start on that 4th beat coming out of the first part. 1, 2, 3, open. And you do that early again. Second inning. Cool. So let me just try playing the whole thing there. Remember the chords? It's good to work on the chords. What I think I'll do, I'll play the melody, all the way through, maybe on the first part. Maybe, and let's see, I guess with the repeat. Well, let's see. I don't know, I'll just play the melody all the way through, and then I'll just play the chords all the way through, so you could try playing the melody. Okay, and I may come back around, so we'll just see what happens. You never know with music. It's a part of the fun. Is I always talk about people improvising and playing spontaneously, so to speak, and it's kind of exciting for the player and the listener because nobody knows what the next thing's going to be, and that's true about many things. That's an exciting and kind of empowering thing, I like to believe, that you have no clue what's coming up next. But always imagine it's going to be something good, So here we go. So cross key, melody, and then I'll do the chords too, and y'all keep y'all ramble between both worlds, which is always good. 1, 2, 3. Repeat the first part. Second part. Repeat that. You play the melody. Repeat the first part. Da-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Second part. Ba-bum-bum. Ba-da-da-bum. Bum-bum-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee-doo. Repeat the second part. Bum-bum-bum. Ba-dee-dee-dee-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now I'm going to play the whole thing one more time. First part. Anything goes. Ooh, that's fun. That's a catchy melody. That's very catchy. That would be a great one to work up with a fiddler and a bass. Have a whole string band on that. Would be a wonderful sound. So maybe that's something you could do if you have a jam. Maybe you could introduce that to your jam and see how that goes. So on the banjo, as I mentioned in the banjo video, I played it in a modal. Put it in a modal tuning there. So keep that in mind. And the chords are fun on the guitar, so it'd be a great string band number. So hope you enjoy Cross Key from Emily Dickerson. And I look forward to seeing what we do next time around. There's no telling. It's spontaneous, exciting. So. Take care.